The following episode of the Comics and Crypto podcast is for informational purposes only, and anything expressed by the hosts or their guests is solely their opinion. This podcast does not constitute financial advice, and anyone wishing to invest should seek their own independent financial or professional help. Have fun and enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Sean O'Hare, and I know comics.
Hi, I'm Spencer Vogel, and I know crypto.
Hi, I'm Kevin Lee Loader, and I don't know shit. This is the Comics and Crypto podcast.
Comics and crypto, crypto and comics, collector's world in a digital age. Comics and crypto, crypto and comics is where the next billionaires will be made. It's comics and crypto.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks so much for stopping by today. Very exciting news. We got DC Comics. Well,
Finally.
VEVE didn't get it, but we as collectors did. So we're going to break it down today. We're going to break down the comic, where you can get it, how you can get it, how much it's going to cost, and what the future could hold. So Spencer, where is the comic dropping? What day is it dropping? And how much is it going to cost?
So the comic will be dropping this Thursday at 9 a.m. PST on Palm NFT on DC Comics Universe, basically the new platform that they've been building with Palm NFT. So this is basically the same platform that back cows have been dropped on. So super, super exciting. They're going to be only $10 and only 3,000 editions. So super, super scarce. The way they're doing their rarities is really, really interesting. So the rarities are based on degradation of the comics. So the commons actually look the most worn out, whereas basically the most rare ones look completely pristine. So I thought that's a really interesting way of them to just, distinguish rarity between the variant covers like we've seen on VEVE. They're doing a little bit of a different style.
Yeah, that's a really interesting take, a spin-off of their own original idea. Regardless of how you feel about the covers, there's 3,000 guys. This is considered one of the biggest grails ever. I mean, just so you all know, last April, there was a record sale for this comic. An 8.0 grade sold for $5.3 million, which still to this day is the highest selling comic on record. This was a private sale over at Miles High, over in Colorado. And the crazy part about this is it's not even the highest grade. There's an 8.5 grade. So who knows what that would sell for, right? That is the highest grade known in existence for Superman #1. And also this comic, there's only 168 copies on the CGC census. 71 are Universal, or basically blue labels. But 168, there's less than 200 copies. That's it. So between that and these NFTs, there's only 3,168 potentially. That's crazy. And tremendous value. Not only is this the first self-titled series for Superman, it's the first issue of a series, but it's also the first self-titled series for a comic book superhero ever, which is really cool.
That is really cool.
Superman's the foundation of all superheroes. So it's easy to presume we'll probably eventually see Action Comics 1 drop on this.
It's actually fully readable as well, just like they are in VEVE, which is very cool. Yeah, so it's not just the cover.
That's amazing. Yeah, if this comic dropped on VEVE, given the value, its status as a grail, there's only 3,000 of them. I mean, it'd be one of the most scarce comics. Price predictions. What do you think this is going to go for?
Floor minimum $100, I think. That's my guess.
It's tough to gauge, right? Because we don't really know how people are going to react to this being on a different platform. We know how the VEVE community would react to this on VEVE, but how are they going to react to this on Palm NFT? We know that the back cows are doing pretty well. Those were $100 or $300 floors, and they're seeing a little bit above retail. But I think 10x is reasonable, and I think that's tremendous value. Tremendous value. So, we kind of treat this like a HODL or sell video. We're an informal HODL or sell video, but guys, this is like
first ever
not
DC Comics HODL or sell.
Yeah. This isn't just a comic that you're going to want to buy, and this is a comic you're going to want to stack. This is a grail comic, incredibly significant, barely non-existent in the physical world, and tremendous IP. And it's also incredibly scarce in digital format. I see huge potential from this comic. So there's going to be 5 levels of rarity. There's going to be a common, uncommon, a rare, an epic, or a legendary. So those are the 5 levels that they're phrasing as. So basically it's like a rare, then ultra rare, then a secret rare is legendary. So that's how they're going to differentiate the value based on degradation. So unlike VEVE, they're not going to have different covers. It's going to be the same cover, but the common's going to be more torn up, and the more rare, it's going to be in more pristine condition, which in a way I kind of like because it connects to the physical aspect, right? To people, that's something that's been talked about for a while. the thing about these digital comics is your degradation, but we also kind of counter that with potential burning in the future. But degradation is also very important. The degradation is already caked in to the NFT. So,
and I almost kind of wonder if there's going to be some kind of a mechanism where, like, if you have a legendary one and you read it a certain number of times, then it becomes an ultra rare one or something like that, because it becomes, more degraded as you use it. Kind of wonder if they're going to be, integrating something like that into the collecting experience. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm never really a big fan of that. Because the problem,
but
yeah,
but they are kind of like opening the door to potentially do that with this, though.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. The problem, and I know you feel the same way about this. The problem with that is that it discourages people from reading the comics, which is something that
people not what you want.
Which is not what you want. You want people to enjoy the comics. The big part about these digital collectibles, you can enjoy them without physical degradation. But yeah, so it'll be exciting to see how that plays out. But very excited for this drop. And Matt Mason, big shout out to Matt Mason. He mentioned, and the amazing AMA that you hosted, you and Nick from Apollo NFT, big shout out to Nick, very cool AMA. He mentioned that they're going to do weekly drops, very much similar to VEVE. Weekly drops, guys. I was curious how this is going to play out, right? With whether they're going to go to VEVE or Palm NFT. I mean, Palm NFT definitely was like kind of the dark horse in this because they haven't really dropped comic books yet, but good for them. Good for them. They have a great leadership team, great company. I'm really excited for Batcows and what they're developing with Batcows. It's been
incredible
really
community
cool
as well.
Incredible community. And also, honestly, like, this is exactly what you want, right? You want to see different companies flourish and thrive and do well. And it helps other companies want to improve and do better. So over time,
competition is great.
Competition's great. You have to have competition to improve your own company. So I'm excited to see how VEVE's going to respond to this. And yeah, either way, it's very exciting for both players in the game. And, we'll probably see other companies emerge as well. Some with original IP. Overall, very excited for this comic to drop. I still don't really know exactly how the process is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be like a wait room situation. But because the Batcows, when you bought Batcows, is basically, if you want to buy one, just go buy one between the time window, right? So this one, it's going to be there's probably going to be a lot of people coming in to try to buy this. So I would presume it might be, a waitlist window.
I'm curious if this drop might be potentially heavily botted, because I don't think there's no KYC requirement on Palm, is there?
Yeah, there is.
There is?
Yeah, if you want to buy, sell, or trade, you have to.
Do we have to do? I can't remember. Do we have to do KYC when we first bought our Batcows?
I don't think so at first, but if you want to sell it, you have to KYC.
There's no restrictions on the people that it can buy. That means that somebody could potentially create 100 accounts and bought it if they wanted to.
I don't know if you can have multiple accounts. I do. I mean, yeah.
If it's just an email sign up, there's nothing stopping that. So
hopefully they can resolve that if that is a problem, because then it's just the point of doing it is waitlist. Just waitlist it.
Or create utility for Batcow holders, and have it be drops only for Batcow holders, and something along those lines, because that drives even more value to the Batcows.
That they're eventually probably going to do that.
I'm sure there's going to be like certain exclusive drops that are just for cow holders.
Absolutely. Or they're whitelisted. But you have 10,000 Batcow holders. So you gotta, it's definitely going to probably be more total editions, and very well could see that for like Action Comics 1 or Detective Comics 27, which is the first appearance of Batman, or even Batman #1. Would love to see that. Would love to see that for Batcow holders. I think that'd be really special to actually have a chance to really own one, and that really celebrates the collector, right? Especially the people who've been very supportive of this project for quite some time. So very exciting news, very exciting for this drop. And we're still figuring it out. We have the bandwidth to do coddler sales for these comics, but either way, we'll just have a conversation like this, the minimum, I think, Spencer. But yeah, I'd love to try to expand and try to do more HODL or sell videos. So we'll definitely figure out certain strategies on how we can make that happen, guys. But either way, very excited for this drop. It's going to be really, really, really fun. Thanks so much for joining in, everybody. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them down below. And like always, please make sure to like and subscribe. And we will see you on the next one. Good luck on the drop.